So here you have Intel Core i5 2500 processor. It's not going to be overclocked, doesn't need to be, so you don't need the K series of the processor. The motherboard has plenty of options, USBs, but we won't be using that as much due to the nature of the server. And you can see I routed all my cables, tried to keep it as nice and neat as possible. It was a modular power supply, so that did help. If I do get additional drives, I would put an additional fan at the front. I've set up the RAID configuration on the BIOS. I'm going to be running several tests on it just to make sure it doesn't fail for any reason. So a lot of benchmarks will be done on it. Stress tests, torture tests. So the components for a server, just a quick summary: Fractal Define R3, because it's a silent case, well built, good quality. You can see the review. The processor i5, because it's in the quad core range, so it's got sufficient power. I don't think you'll be needing an i7. That will be a bit, an overkill for that. Like I said, you need a motherboard with a good onboard RAID controller. Asus and Gigabyte are fairly good. I opted out of getting a RAID controller separate because I was only doing RAID 1 mirroring. If you're going to look at doing RAID 5 setups or RAID 10 setups, I would definitely suggest for you to get a RAID card. For example, from Adaptec, they do a nice range of cards. So do StarTech. So that's it really. So any questions, please ask, and if you like to subscribe at the top and click a like button at the bottom, it will be greatly appreciated. Thanks for your support. Another thing, it's got soundproof foaming. You can remove these and add a additional 120mm fan. You can add 2 of them. Dry bays are very solid with aluminium or aluminum dry bays with soundproof comments. This case does have soundproof foaming on the top and on the side panels, so that helps a lot. You can remove the soundproof foaming here easily and add 2 additional 120mm fans should you wish to do so. The PCI slots here, as you can see, they also got air vents on them, and you've got a honeycomb air vent here also too. Thermal take tough power, nice and modular. So I got rid of the cables I didn't need. These are Western Digital Enterprise Edition hard drives. These are designed to be on RAID. There is a difference between standard desktop drives and RAID drives. I'll be explaining that later on in one of my videos when I do a review of them. Right, thanks for watching, and remember, please subscribe at the top and click like at the bottom. Thank you very much. Right, just giving you a quick update. The exhaust fan I've changed to a Noctua NFP12. I removed the Sharkoon Silent Eagle. There's nothing wrong with this fan. As for a server, I just don't think it was suitable of taking out enough air as much as I needed it to, so I just changed that over. Yeah, it is much better there, so that's my update. I do think I need to add a few more fans. I'll probably add one more at the front, a silent one. But this case itself is because it's soundproof, and I want to keep it that way. I just need some really good high quality airflow with some good high quality fans. So Noctua it is. Right, just giving you another update of my server. I did some benchmarks and I found that the case temperature was a bit higher than I wanted it to be. So seeming that as this case is not going to have no side case fans or top case fans, that left the only exhaust fan to be that one, and I couldn't leave it up to the Sharkoon fan, so I did put the Noctua NF P12 fan there at full speed, so that helped a lot. I also moved the back fan as a second fan on the front, so I've got one that standard case fan and one just what I added in from the back that was on previously. And that's how it looks now. I'll tell you what, just bear with me. Now that looks a bit fancy. It's not too much because the side panel case is on anyway, but the reason why I use these LEDs is I have them spare, and rather than going out and buying a non-LED version of the Sharkoon, I just use the ones that I already have. But yes, it's going to get filled up with more drives. This is my server. Thanks for watching. And that's the front with the covers off, if you can see that. And we're finished. Now that is a work of art. Picasso, eat your heart out. Just give you a tour around it. So the rest of the drives are going to go here, and it's more or less complete. It just needs the windows installed and we're ready to go. Right, just giving you my update of the server build. What I've done is I moved the Sharkoon Silent Eagle LED fan and put it to the front of the case as a second optional fan, and I left the case fan there as it is. And because right, guys and girls, just giving you my second update of the Sever PC build. What I'd done was I moved the Sharkoon LED fan from the exhaust and I moved it up to the front as a second optional fan. So now I've got two fans at the front, and this was because I wasn't happy with the tests. Right, YouTube, giving you another update on my server. I have made a couple of changes. What I did is some benchmarks. Right, YouTube, just giving you another update on my Sever PC build. Made some couple of right, YouTube, just giving you another update on my custom server build. I made some changes after doing some benchmarks. I found that the inner case temperature was a bit too high, not dangerously high, but I wanted a cooler temperature. So what I did is I put a Noctua fan, NFP12 model number, at the back for exhaust fan, and I moved the Sharkoon fan that was there at the front here. So now I've got two fans at the front pulling air in, that's also pulling air in, and I've got the noctua fan that's pulling air out at full speed. I've done a benchmark on that, and yes, it was notable improvements. So if I open the front, see, it looks quite cool. And I'll tell you what, it look even better with the lights off. So here we are. Right, YouTube, please show your support, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.